Hello everyone. Hope you're well. I haven't been following much of the Champions Trophy because of certain reasons, but I have been checking the scores and in between and India New Zealand finals at the Champions Trophy. India Australia have voltage semi final, but Australia obviously without their main bowlers and India beating Australia. I mean after restricting them to 260 odd and Shami again bowling well, taking 3 wickets for just 48 runs, and Chakravarti and Jadeja also bowling well. Steven Smith getting a good 50 for Australia, and also Alex Carey batted really well. And I just want to congratulate India and New Zealand for making the finals, and also a big congratulations to Steven Smith of Australia, who has retired from one day cricket. He has been such a solid and reliable batsman for Australia, especially in Test cricket, but also in one day cricket. He has played some very crucial innings in World Cups. So well done to Steven Smith, and all the best for his post retirement. He's still playing Test cricket. India, Australia, everyone was expecting a big match, and Virat Kohli obviously batting well in this tournament, getting 84. Raquel Rahul also batting well. And there was a time when Australia were looking good when Alex Carey were in, and I thought they were going to get another 20, 30 runs, but a few wickets at the wrong times. Eventually, they're getting only 260 odd. And India really batting well, but they did make a match out of it. But well done to India for making the semi-finals. And South Africa, New Zealand semi-final at Lahore, it was expected to be a run feast, the pitch, and it really happened like that. I mean, New Zealand batting first, scoring 362 hundreds from Rachin Ravindra and the excellent Kane Williamson that I've said many times is my favorite batsman of this generation, especially in Test cricket technique wise. And Rachin Ravindra is so good to see him. He's been getting a lot of centuries runs in the last couple of years, and he's a real big find for New Zealand, and he's going to score tons of runs for New Zealand. So all the best to him as well. And India, New Zealand, and South Africa. Just a word of spare of thought for David Miller getting 100. He needed 16 runs of the last over to get 100, and I was telling my mother that he will get the runs. And he last ball he got 2 runs and getting 100. Van der Dusen also batted well for 66, and Temba Bavuma I have mentioned many times. He's the captain, but he's definitely not a limited overs player. He got 56 off like 70 something balls. His strike rate was like only 78, and in this modern era, that is way too less. And he did put up a lot of pressure on the rest of the batting lineup. So I don't know what South Africa are going to choose about Temba Bavuma, but I've said in many videos he is way too slow for limited overs cricket, and that really probably cost the match for South Africa as well. Even though 360 was a huge target, South Africa were a point 161 for two, but they were never really in the game because of the net required run rate were very high. And eventually, New Zealand really doing well with their bowlers. Mitch Santner getting 3 wickets for I think 43 runs or something, and Glenn Phillips also getting 2 wickets, and Rachin Ravindra also getting one, so 6 wickets for the spinners again. Anyway, India New Zealand match. India are really playing well in this tournament. Mohammad Shami has been bowling well. Jadeja has been bowling well. Chakravarti has been bowling well. Kuldeep is also hasn't been taking a lot of wickets, but he's been bowling well. And the batting, obviously, Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Kohli is really looking good in this tournament as well. And India really looks strong. And I think the real match will be New Zealand's batting. I mean, New Zealand's batting against the Indian bowling will be the real matchup. How much runs New Zealand can score will be the main issue. And obviously, the finals will be played at Dubai because India don't play in Pakistan. So the Dubai wicket is like you can't say what expect. It's a tired pitch where the ball does spin and it's a bit slow. So it will be important to see how New Zealand will adapt to the pitches. India have a huge advantage that India have been playing all their matches at Dubai. So how New Zealand would play Jadeja, Chakravarti, and Kuldeep will be the most crucial thing in this match. I mean, he has been scoring runs, but Rachin Ravindra and Kane Williamson will be very key wickets for New Zealand because they are two people who have experience. Even though Rachin Ravindra is new, he can play both games, and it will be very important to see how they bat against India. And obviously, Daryl Mitchell is also a player who can play the big innings. Young is there as well, and obviously Tom Latham is also there, who is a very good batsman. So more than the New Zealand bowling against the Indian batting. I think the match is going to be decided how many runs New Zealand can get against the Indian spinners who have been bowling well. And Shami, the fast bowler, has also been bowling well, and it's so nice to see him playing in the one day team again. So there's a lot of stake, a lot at stake. I think Sunday is the finals, and a lot of people will be watching. I remember once when India New Zealand played in I think it was the Champions Trophy when Chris Gaines scored a big 100. I think New Zealand won that match, and New Zealand will be looking to beat India, but it's not going to be easy because the Indian team has been clicking well. One advantage is that India have been playing all their matches in Dubai, so India know the ground, the pitch, and obviously huge support for India as well. New Zealand's bowlers, there is a Matt Henry's there, the very tall Jameson, who once gave a lot of trouble for the Indian team in the Test arena. But this is not a Test pitch; it is a one-day pitch, and Dubai has been definitely been very slow and helping the spinners. From the Indian batting point of view, the biggest challenge will be Mitsan with the way he bowls, his trajectory, his experience, and the way he would turn it. A spinner, he will be the main threat as a spinner. Then there is Glenn Phillips and Rachin Ravindra, but they are not like full-time spinners. So I don't know if New Zealand probably not. They're not going to probably play a new player. So these are the spin options for New Zealand, and I would expect India to counter them. So that will be very important. The key wickets, obviously, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill. I mean, those wickets will be very crucial. And Rahul is there, Shreyas Iyer is there. So the Indian batting looks very strong. I mean, especially considering that India are playing in the subcontinent in Dubai, not in Australia, England, New Zealand, South African pitch. So it suits India really well. And India will be definitely looking to add the Champions Trophy title to the T20 World Cup title that India won recently. So it will be a high voltage match, and a lot of people will be watching. But India are the favorites, no doubt. But no one should underestimate New Zealand. They do have the habit of playing well. Sometimes when it is required, and their batting will be. I mean, if they really, I mean, like Tom Latham, Kane Williamson, Rachin Ravindra Young, if Daryl Mitchell, if a couple of them have a very good game, and if New Zealand can score around 280 runs, 270, 280 around there, then they can put a lot of pressure on India. So it will be important who bats first, who bowls first, and how India respond to it. But they do have a lot of challenges. Chakravarti has been bowling well. Jadeja has been bowling well. And Kuldeep obviously always dangerous. I mean, and on top of that, Mohammad Shami has also been bowling well at the top with the new ball. So they do have a lot of challenge facing the Indian bowling, and that will be the biggest matchup, I think. And Indian batting, Sandner will be, and obviously they never know. I mean, if the pitch, you never know about the pitch. If there's some seam assistance or bounce, which probably is not going to happen. So the New Zealand new ball bowlers can always bring a surprise as well. But I would definitely think India will win this final, and I am backing India to win. But don't underestimate New Zealand, and I hope it will be a very good, fascinating match that the fans around the world, fans, a lot of people watching on TV, a lot of people following this with excitement. I hope it's an absolutely stunning match, and it will be probably a fitting farewell for a lot of Indian players as well in the bigger context. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have been enjoying this Champions Trophy. There's been a bit of rain, but there have been some very good cricket as well. Afghanistan beating England as well, and some good performances here and there. And India really playing well in this tournament. Anyway, happy viewing, and hope you all enjoy this finals on Sunday. Good luck to both teams. Good luck to Team India, and let's hope for a fascinating match. Take care, everyone. God bless you.